Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch in this upcoming week. In terms of dates, we'll be going from the 16th of July up until the 22nd, and we'll first have a look at a couple of games that crept out without being in a previous video for whatever reason. Okay, with all that said, what's coming out for the Switch this week? Well, let's find out. Let's start with a couple of games that are already out then, and the first is Klonoa Phantasy Reverie series. This bundles together two games in Klonoa Door to Phantom Isle and Klonoa 2 Lunatia's Veil in remastered form. I know Klonoa is a very well loved series and that the original games are incredibly expensive to acquire these days if you want them on their native hardware. We have released a video on this game already. There'll be a card in the top right corner if you want to give that a watch, but there is also a demo on the eShop which will definitely help those interested decide whether it's worth picking up. Also already out is Spidersaurs, which is a run and gun from Way Forward, heavily inspired in tone by 1990s Saturday morning cartoons. I've played a few hours of this one, and whilst most certainly not a bad game, it is hampered by some poor level design in places which can lead to frustration. I spoke at length about this game in our most recent conversational video if you want to know a bit more. Again, there's a card in the top right hand corner now if you want to give that a watch. Now this next one is technically one that's upcoming, it's not already out, but I'm going to put it at the start because I cannot find definitive confirmation that it's coming to the Switch this week. The game is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, a blast from the past of course, which is confirmed to be coming to the Switch, and a date of the 20th of July has been confirmed for consoles, but as I said at the time of writing this video I can only find definitive confirmation for the PS4 and PS5 for that particular date. I also seem to remember that the first Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance game was announced and then delayed for a week or two on the Switch, but if it does follow the dates given elsewhere then it could well be out on the 20th. Let's move on to the games officially coming out this week, and the first is Endling Extinction is Forever. You play as the last mother fox, needing to keep your cubs alive on a quest to reach the only place on Earth where humans cannot harm them. It describes itself as a 3D side-scrolling adventure where you must defend your three small cubs whilst feeding them and watching them grow level by level. You'll need to use the cover of night to stealthily move around environments, hunt other animals to feed your cubs, and get involved in emotionally taxing decisions, as the blurb puts it. Quite an interesting concept for a game, to be fair. I like the idea of them growing up between levels. It's going to cost £24.99, but it does have 10% off of that price up until launch. Then we have Gloom and Doom, which is a visual novel throwback to the Slacker movies of the 1990s. I must admit I didn't know what a Slacker movie was and had to look it up, and it's described as a movie where the main characters are generally young people who are perfectly content with going nowhere in life. Examples given were Wayne's World, Bill and Ted, and later movies such as Clerks and Jay and Silent Bob. There you go, I didn't even know such films had their own dedicated genre. Anyway, this game has a supernatural twist as a depressed wraith tries to earn his way back into heaven by hunting demons. It promises a cast of moody characters, a 90s superhero comic book style, and choices that will lead to one of 7 endings. It's going to cost £29.99 or your regional equivalent.
Fight some demons, meet some angels, and find a way to prevent the apocalypse. Like I said, normal teenager stuff.
Then we have Fallen Angel, which is an ARPG that tasks you quite poetically with conducting your own symphony of demonic destruction, according to the blurb. It goes on to say that this is a high-speed action RPG set in a weird and vivid version of the afterlife. You play as Lucifer and will wield powerful angelic and demonic weapons and abilities in your quest to wreak vengeance on the family that cast you out. It says you can customise your experience with perks that open up new playstyles. You'll need to master a complex combat engine, collect an arsenal of demonic weapons, and hack and slash your way across an army of angelic creatures. It's a genre that has quite a lot of competition on the Switch, especially when twinned with that top-down pixel art look. We'll see how it fares when it releases on the 19th. We have Hazel Sky next, which tells the adventure of a young engineer who must take on certain trials or face being banished from his homeworld. The blurb mentions that you will need to build an assortment of flying machines and take to the skies, jump, climb and swing your way through each trial, explore and find hidden truths and the fates of those who attempted the trials before you. The trailer looks promising without giving a huge amount away, although it does look to include a decent amount of exploration. It's out on the 20th and will cost £24.99. Next is River City Saga 3 Kingdoms, which is the latest game in the River City franchise, the western name of course for the Kunio-kun series, and this one takes the action back in time and is set in the time period of the 3 Kingdoms. This is one of those ideas that seems so incredibly obvious and yet is quite ingenious at the same time, and I must say that I'm really looking forward to giving this one a go. There are 6 chapters to play through, covering from the Yellow Turban Rebellion to the end of the Red Cliffs according to the blurb, and it mentions that you'll need to master a variety of tactics that the Romance of the 3 Kingdoms was known for. It will be interesting to see how that translates over to a River City game, I must say. It releases on the 21st and will sell for £24.99. Also this week is Bright Memory Infinite Gold Edition. I don't know a huge amount about this game, but I do believe it was made by just a single developer and released on Steam and the Xbox Series X and S consoles. It first released with an episodic model in mind, but was instead remade before Episode 2 as the Infinite Edition, which instead expanded it into a full game. It's a first-person shooter with a heavy emphasis on action, and the blurb makes quite the bold statement of saying, and I quote, "Experience high-speed combo action and top-level graphics on the Nintendo Switch like never before." We'll see how it transfers across when it releases on the 21st. Perhaps anyone that's played any of it elsewhere can let us know what it's like in the comment section. It will cost £16.74 or your regional equivalent.
But you're too late. Once I finish pouring this primordial flood over Earth, the black hole will change the world.
Shelly, respond. What happened? Shelly.
The penultimate game for the week is Capcom Arcade's Second Stadium. As the title would imply, this is the second of these games released, with the first also being on the Switch, and they are a large collection of games from Capcom's arcade past. It's free to download, with one game coming with it, in this case being Sun, and a package available to buy the rest. The first game had a couple of packages available, selling for different prices of course. This one only has one listed on the eShop at the moment, which costs £32.99. That aside though, the first game was very well packaged and the emulation was spot on from the games I played. This one is out on the 22nd. And finally for the week we have Live Alive. This RPG first released on the Super Famicom back in 1994 and never made its way to the West. It's about to do just that though, in the form of this remaster which adopts the same HD 2D look that Square Enix has used for both Octopath Traveler and Triangle Strategy. You meet 7 characters, each with their own unique abilities, and can experience their stories in any order you choose. Each character comes from a different time period and has their own chapter dedicated to their story. The director of the Super Famicom original, Takashi Tokita, is on producing duty here, and the score has also been remastered by the original composer Yoko Shimomura. I'm looking forward to this one. I have to say I love the recent practice of bringing over Super Famicom games either officially translated for the first time or in remastered form, as is the case here, and I cannot wait to give this one a go. It will cost £39.99 or your regional equivalent, and there is also a demo available on the eShop. You can also pre-order this game via our website over at switchup.gg.
A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day, a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future, a youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future.
So there you have it, another week of Nintendo Switch releases. Do any of these games interest you? Will you be picking any of them up? Please do let us know in the comment section below. I mentioned our website there, don't forget you can get your eShop cards from it too. We do currently have 10% off up until the end of July, obviously saves you a bit of money, also helps the channel out as well, which is massively appreciated. As well as that, there is a link to Play Asia down in the top pinned comment and the description. Using the link and the code stated there will get you 5% off of an order if you are looking to import anything. And just a final word to say thank you to our Patreons, as always, for your continued support. I've not been very well this week, I must say, and this video has been a struggle to get through. I hope it's not a struggle for you to listen to, so thank you to everyone that has watched it. All that's left to say then is until next time, take care, and of course, happy gaming.